the street, they call it murder.
Hello, my name is Abdul Husain. I am doing multimedia at Nottingham Trent University. Over the past year, I have been introduced to 3 different pathways. They are interactive media pathway, virtual environments pathway, moving image pathway. What pathway am I going to choose?
Fate rarely calls upon us at a moment of our choosing.
Now I will be showing you short video clips of my work over the past year. My first video clip is a short clip from my film edit.
Don't say a thing!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, just stay calm. I do need to tell you though that you do match the description I've been given.
That doesn't even rhyme.
Yeah, it does.
Bring it back on the mic. Both out of those. Everybody go.
Would you sign off?
Turn the mic up on the mic. Both out of those.
Let me in.
That's for us. So weird. Bring it back on the mic. Both out of those. Everybody go.
Would you sign off?
Turn the mic up on the mic. Both out of those.
Let me in.
That's for us. So weird. Bring it back on the mic. Both out of those. Everybody go.
Would you sign?
This is the virtual environments 3D project that I have made. This is the front page of my portfolio website. As you can see, I have a small mood board of my work. I also have direct links to the social sites such as Facebook, Blogger, Flickr and Vimeo. This is the second page, which is the About Me page. This has some information about my background. This is the gallery page, which I have a slideshow of my work. This is the CV page, which I have my CV on there. This is the contact page, which people can get in touch with me.
Good photography comes from developing an eye for a picture. I love taking pictures. You can't afford to miss opportunities. The best pictures are simple, they capture the moment. I want my friends to look at my pictures and react. It's essential I use the right camera, so I use this camera.
The Kodak Fan Gold camera, which comes loaded with Kodak Gold film.
Are you ready for your close-up?
Food trip practitioner company won't Kodak digital imaging.
For illegally picking flowers in the Royal Botanic Gardens, I sentence you to life in prison.
Why I have chosen Kodak digital imaging is because nowadays everything that we see is mostly images or videos. This is because the new generation can't be bothered about reading text. So for this reason, everything around me turns into images and videos. This is the social site Facebook. Everyone uses Facebook every day. People are uploading pictures every second. There are millions of photos of people on Facebook. Why is it so easy to take photos and upload them straight away to Facebook or other social network sites? It's because if you are going to take a picture with a digital camera, you would have to copy it to your computer and then upload it to any of the social networking sites. But nowadays, you don't need a camera in your pocket. You can just use your iPhone, BlackBerry or any other smartphone to take pictures. This is why it has led Kodak into bankruptcy. This is the social network site Flickr. It is used so that people around the world can upload pictures to this site and other people can view them by typing any word, and it will bring up the pictures of that word that you have wrote. For example, I typed nature in the search box and you can see that it brings up pictures about the nature. Pictify is another social networking site for artists so they can upload their work and people can view them and comment upon them. Field Trip Practitioner Company 2, IMAX 3D Animation and Film. In the field trip, we visited the National Media Museum. We watched a IMAX 3D film called Born to be Wild, which is known to us as the Monkeys film. Watching this film, I was very interested of how IMAX works. When you're watching a film in IMAX, it feels like you are in the film. It's amazing. Filming 3D, the basic principle of shooting 3D moving pictures is to film left and right eye images through two lenses about 65mm apart, equivalent to the distance between our eyes. However, this separation can be reduced when filming close-ups or widened to increase the feeling of depth in wide shots. On some rigs, lenses can be angled to converge on the same point in space. 3D filming requires constant attention to where each object is positioned in space and in relation to edges of the screen. 1950s 3D film came on two reels, one for each eye, and were projected using two interlocked projectors. Audiences wore glasses with filters to ensure each eye saw only the image intended for it. The system required a metallized screen print of identical density. Projectors running at exactly the same speed, identical lamp brightness and lenses, and a projectionist constantly supervising image registration. I have chosen three web designers. They are Simon Collison, Greg Wood and Phil Howell. They are all based in Nottingham. Simon Collison is one of the world's best web designers. His work is so amazing. I really like his work and the style that he has got. He goes for an old classic style and creative design. He also does plenty of writing, speaking and thinking, as he says in his website. Greg Wood is also another great web designer. I really love the way that he has set his own website. It's very interesting. His website is an interactive website which you open different pages and go back and forth. It's like an album. Phil Howell is also a web designer, but I really don't like his style. I find his style very boring because it's a very basic website design. Are all members of Thick Dive 10. Now that I have experienced and explored these pathways, I can decide what I want to do for the rest of my life. I find filmmaking very interesting, and if I went into filming pathway, I might be able to make films similar to Avatar or even better. I also find virtual environments very fascinating as well, but I find it very difficult to use software-wise and time-consuming. I find websites very fascinating because you can do anything you like. With HTML5 you can even do animation, so you don't even need to do a 3D animation. You can just use HTML5 instead of 3D animation. So for this reason, I find interactive media is the right choice for me, because you can also design websites and create animation, which is like doing two jobs quicker and easy. I also find being a web person, you are more flexible in time-wise, because you can decide how many hours you want to work or what you want to do. Adobe Edge is a new software from Adobe. You can create 3D animation for the web in a very simple way because there is no coding. You don't need to have any flash skills, so whatever you create on the screen will be the same outcome. This is thanks to HTML5 and CSS3 to create easier animation with Adobe Edge. So interactive media is the pathway that I want to do.